Hello, welcome to our reading a textbook video. Hopefully you already watched our reading skills video where we saw Sheila successfully remember what she had read before. In this video, we're going to take a detailed look at what Sheila actually did when she was reading her textbook to be able to remember the information successfully. Okay, let's take a look. Well, the first thing she did when she opened her book to find the chapter is before she began to read, she looked at the different categories of her text. For example, the top was altruism. Then she looked at the subcategories, psychological components of altruism, another subcategory, and a third subcategory. Then she looked at the pictures and read the captions under those pictures. So as a student, it's a good idea to look at what you're going to read before you read it. It's called previewing, to make sure you understand the different categories and the different breakdowns of the book or the text. And as she reads, she's being active and she's noticing for definitions or questions. Aha, for example, she notices a bold word. This is a definition. So she's going to highlight this definition to help her remember in the future. Highlighting key definitions or terms will help you refer back to your material after you've finished, and it will help you remember the material right away. Next, she's going to continue to read, and as she reads, she finds a statement that is kind of confusing for her. So she's kind of confused by this statement, so she's going to write a question in the margin notes that is going to remind her later to ask the professor or maybe to ask a group member for future discussion in the classroom. So she's writing a question to herself, and this will help her interact with the text. And now she's going to continue reading as she goes. So remember, two crucial steps to do are categorizing your reading by looking at the categories and subcategories before you read, or previewing, and also to mark up or write in your textbook questions to yourself or highlight or underline key crucial terms. Alternatively, for those of you that don't want to write in your textbook, you can also take notes. For example, Sheila wrote down the category of altruism, and then instead of writing in her textbook, she wrote the definition in her notepad. Also, instead of writing the question, is it human nature to be selfish? She wrote it in her notepad. This way, if you need to return your book or you're renting out a book from the library, you can still write in your notepad to help your memory and retention for later class discussion. All right, this concludes our reading a textbook video. Be sure to check out our other learning strategies videos on our Basic Skills website. Thank you, and I'll see you in class.